And Jim, both teams are actually getting good looks from the perimeter. Just can't make them.
You think it's nerves? You got to relax yourself into the game a little bit.
Said it best.
Dive, good look.
Duval, nice move.
Pretty good at how they do it. Plus balancing the floor, accustomed to it. Little horn set.
Allen bounces it back outside. Duval passes up an open three. Right back to the point guard.
Good defenses, you got to take the first good one.
Now finds a seam and scores.
Nice hesitation.
They getting some looks.
Absolutely. Terrific shots. There's that double high into a high low. An excellent defense by Smaller. Nice kick out and good. Another look.
There you go. There's a three. Duval.
Nice flashing here. Dribble drive opened up. Look at that steal.
Forcefully knocked out of the hands as Duval. The Sosa blocked it. Graham here in Omaha.
They got the corners covered offensively. Little high ball screen. Disdain. Look at this bump.
Everybody got out of the way.
Bounce. But you've got to crack the zone. Make the D present themselves and then fine.
That's what Mikhailuk did, as Bill Self says. He's been playing downhill lately. And he set that one up for DeSosa. 5-second differential on the clocks.
I thought he was talking about my life.
Yes, for a long time. Kansas has only 5 team fouls. They could foul here if they wanted to. Duval, Graham, gotta watch him. Duval's the story of the first half.
Start just jamming it inside.
Meanwhile, all of the Jayhawk 15 points in the second half have come from Newman and Vick. 10 of them by Newman.
Bagley's got to be tougher in there with Svee, and not a good cover on the wing. How about?
He's looking that way, and he does that.
Interesting. Racing off the ball. One of their favorite little ploys is that baseline rub. Still like to see the cross screen and get back. Goodness, got him. Sosa doing a nice job with his footwork.
Duval. Oh, had just enough spin on it. Duval. Hook shot. Oh, my goodness.
Shots they didn't the last time they played. Oh, not a good look.
Elizage lost it, and Duke taken off. Duval banks it home.
And he is so good.
Okay, don't get it inside. Have Matthews hit a big shot.
Yeah, but if you're Coach K, I think you're going to play the percentages, and you're going to live with that.
Duval. Tartarus Springs. Under 10 to play in the first half. 2-seed Duke, 7-seed Rhode Island. The winner will go to the Sweet 16 in Omaha. Here the shot clock down at 9. Trent, Duval, Dalton defends, and that mid-range will drop. I'm not sure that a contested three, though, in that situation is what you were looking for.
But he's made 2 or 3 of those tonight.
Duval,
what a move in the left hand.
They just don't want to get the foul. They know this is going to be a defensive possession. Terrell may come right back in if they get the ball back. Duval and Garrett. Matthews is on Trent. The Warriors. Duval, I'm open, let's fire. And he ties and buries the three. 23rd consecutive NCAA tournament for Duke, second longest in college basketball. And back in Kansas, he is making a 29th consecutive tournament appearance.
Well, you got to throw the ball down low to Bagley. I mean, he has the guy on his backside. Or you can just knock down a three.
Gary Trent Jr.
Well, Coach Cluse told us his keys to the game. They've got to shoot the ball at a high clip, and they've got to limit their turnovers. You cannot let Duke, with second and third opportunities, as Duval knocks down his second
pass that was right on the money. And fast break points, good for Iona. 8-zip, scoring out of the timeout there, and it tied the game. Well, they're not afraid. No. They may be little, but they're not afraid. Duval gets it over to Bagley. Back to Duval. 3. He puts in another one from distance. 21 rebounds a game, the most by any duo in Division I basketball.
Well, the tallest guy out there for Iona is Griffin, and he's only 6'7".
And that's being generous.
Duval has free threes, but he takes this one inside with a nice slashing on top. Allen will defend. Bagley there. Wow.
Goodness.
Oh, my goodness, is right.
He took that off the shot clock.
Duval inside and two. Boy, he can score the
Side. He's only played in 13 games this year.
31 total minutes.
Yes.
31 total.
But you're looking for big bodies.
Yes, you are.
You're looking down the bench if you're Coach Kluse, and you're trying to see who's at least over 6'7", 6'8".
That's
some girth to him.
That shot right there is only the 10th shot he's taken all season long.
Well, if you're looking down the bench, you could probably see a 6'9", 250-pound guy.
Duval. Shot clock down to 5. Duval. He'll put up a 3.
Wow. What a... Been great.
He just
all afternoon. 19 points, 9 of 12.
Hard worker, isn't it?
Yes.
He just put his chest right in there and scored.
Argy tries to block the
point line. If Gevin's going to get the ball along the baseline, take that tough little shot, they'll give him that too if he can make it.
Duval with a... Marquette's in a battle right now in the Big East over in Manhattan against Villanova, so a lot still to be decided in the next few days. Here's Allison Williams.
Mike Bray's trademark positivity coming through in that last timeout. He was laughing with his guys. He said, this is nothing.
With Mike Bray again stealing a minute or two with Colson and Gevin on the bench. And in fact, Gevin was getting ready to check back in. Burns knocked the shot down. Mike Bray sent Gevin back to the bench.
Yeah, it's a good shot there by Burns, but again, it's a 2 and a difficult 2 to make. As many different teammates as Grayson Allen has had. It's really incredible.
Trevon Duval with a steal, and the finish, and the foul. And Roy Williams has made a sub here to go bigger as Brooks comes in for Pinson. Duval back into the game for Duke, finds Carter. They double him, Duval's open, and knocks down the 3.
Complete the play. That was a big-time answer by Theo Pinson.
Misses the free throw, and we're tied at 60.
I think Duke needs to drive the ball, get it into the paint. They've got an advantage in a foul situation. They can get to the free throw line.
Duval drives it, banks it home.
That's not Duval's game, and he's way off.
No, and if you're going to give something up, that's it. But you better find as it gets whipped around.
He's a 27% three-point shooter, Trevon Duval. Trying to go inside to Bolden. On a switch, it's the guard, Wilson, but they come to double. That's a 3. Start the half for the Hokies. And that is career point number 1,001. Strong drive by... Here comes the crowd again. Sold out. This is the 11th road game of the year for Duke. In the previous 10, they played in front of the largest crowd that the host team had all year, and that is almost certainly going to be the case again tonight. This place is jammed. Duval, tough runner, and he made it. Going.
Yeah, Syracuse the last 2 years got a W over the Dukies. 2 really tough games. Roberson had an incredible game here, rebounding 2016 and last year. He won on a 3-point shot by Gillen.
Just about mirror one another on both ends of the floor. It's really remarkable. The big difference is rebounding.
Mahmoud with a turnover, and Duval with a flush. At the same time.
Did you say Utes?
The Utes. 15-point lead, Blue Devils. They've won 3 in a row, all without Bagley. Boy, Duval.
The scores from yesterday's ACC action at the bottom of your screen, along with the AP Top 25. 4-point lead for Clemson. All of them belong to Marquise Reed. Duval looking at Carter again on the block.
And they're not even honoring Bolden out front. They were just sitting in Carter's lap.
Tough shot. First points for
Really is the floor general out there. Gets everything organized.
Duval, the steal, and he will slam it home.
Boy, how many live How many times we talk about how dangerous Duke can be with 2-3 minutes to go in the half. They go on a little bit of a run to create a gap. Hasn't happened yet, though, although Duval making it
at the rack, and Bolden comes away with it.
You can't. It was a beautiful play right up until the shot. Nice interior passing, but another opportunity near the rim that Clemson doesn't take advantage of.
Trevon Duval, the freshman. 9 to shoot. Duval toward the baseline, pushes up the little baseline jumper.
Would have been complete if it didn't hit the rim.
Duval, a deep one. Still hitless today is Gabe Duval. 52-47. Duke with a 5-point advantage as we go under 8 to play. Gabe Duval is 0 for 8 from the floor. Duval on the drive.
Duval back in the starting lineup. He came off the bench against Georgia Tech. Coaches wanted to send him a message that he had to be better in every area. Defensively, taking care of the ball, properly distributing. They said he played much better and presents a better matchup against these strong athletic.
Yeah, both Grayson Allen and Wendell Carter are going back to contest that. And the fact that everybody didn't run to get down there is a little bit concerning, I'm sure, to both coaches.
Mentioned the fact that the Hokies are coming off their biggest win of the season. Quick turnaround to get up and take on Duke.
For 1 year, they're more likely to come back and finish. They give money. They have relationships with these schools. Why we'd want to put up a stop sign and say, hey, if you're not going to stay 4 years, because we're not saying that to Jordan Spieth when he went to Texas. Hey, son, if you don't want to stay 4 years, don't come at all. That really bothers me for some reason.
Yeah, great point. And a lot of great points as Duval knocks
back into the lineup, and they're going to have other players stepping up in the absence of Alvarado.
Laurier wins the rebounding battle. Allen pushing. Duval to the basket for 2.
I just don't think that if he's not going to be good, I don't think this Duke team can be at its best. I think they're going to need him to be special as well. And, we talk about that Michigan State game where Grayson went for 37. Duval had 17 points and 10 assists in that game. And now we see him attack the basket. So he's another. Jose Alvarado's unable to be able to join this team back after the injury. So Ben Lambert's going to have to take on a much larger role in the offense and getting his teammates involved and getting them shots.
There is Duval. Duval out to Allen. Shot fake. Duval, the corner 3.
To be, can't go a game only having 5 field goal attempts.
And not a great look there from Joel Berry the second. A deep 3 off of one pass, missed it wide right. Duval absorbing some contact and finishes. As Pinson returns for Carolina and Duke goes into the 2-3 zone, a defense that Mike Krzyzewski's been employing a lot more often this year than in years past.
Well, did it out of the side out of bounds, and at least when they plays that zone, everybody's at home defensively.
Wow, Trevon Duval with a
the shack of the mat.
Shack of the mat. Maybe undersized, but had a heart of a lion. So got the genes running through his body.
So Gary Trent Jr. right now, 3 for 3 from the three-point line. He was 6 of 10 on Monday against Notre Dame from downtown. Duval down the lane, feline quickness, high off the glass edge.
And I like the move.
Good pass by Trimble.
What a pass, but one control that time by Owens to not drag his pivot foot, which would cause a turnover.
Duval, and the freshman knocks out. Crosses over, spinning, and he can't get the roll.
But the recognition, Coach Mullen wanted that isolation up top.
Duval double pump straight to the bucket. He has 27. Duval to the hole, up and in.
He spoke about before. He came back to win.
72-66. Duval turns, reverse, and it's good.
Hot double figures in his last 2 games, and that's a 3. And the lead for the Irish just more than 2 minutes in.
And Mooney cannot hesitate when he's got an open shot. Duval just launches that up to the rim.
And he has the steal. Stepped in front of Gibbs. Gibbon defending and fouling. Notre Dame need that one from T.J. Gibbs. His brother Ashton, fine player at Pitt, now playing over in Austria. Brother Sterling played at several colleges. Texas, Seton Hall, and UConn.
2-3 zone last couple times down for Notre Dame.
Duval jumping. You don't even remember. 20 points for Gibbs. The Irish back within 6. And some game pressure now on Duke.
Notre Dame sticking with the 2-3 zone.
Big three.
8 points, 10 rebounds in that game. Hunter against Bagley. The penetration, the fade. Off the mark. Well, Virginia, the only tough game was, well, I shouldn't say tough game, but BC gave him trouble. The guards there did well, too. Robinson had a big game, and that's what you got to do. Duval on the scoop to the hoop. Feel that time. Todd Jerome. Get it inside. Quick double back. He misses badly. Knocked to the outside, and Carter's got it. Trent. There you go. They got to do a little more of that. Back from the right MCL sprain. He did practice yesterday. Ball jarred away from Wilkins, and a turnover for Virginia. And the zone is forced deep shots, and that turnover. Duval to the rim. Not bad.
Bagley and Carter have not missed a shot so far this afternoon. Pitt switching up now to a zone, see if they can force, at least try to keep some things out of the paint. Number 34 and number 35 are 6 for 6. The rest of the team just 1 for 5. That's going to change. The floor. And maybe more impressively, he and Carter, Mike, combining for 0 fouls in the first half. Pittsburgh had 2 free throw attempts. Cranking up the second half from Cameron Indoor Stadium. Carter drew the double team. Got away from it. Open man. And a layup.
Yeah, Walker's a multi-talented player.
Lawrence a pull-up 3. Certainly not what Coach Larinaga wanted there.
I can't get over how quickly they're shooting the basketball.
That is against the scouting report and game plan.
Guys, he brings his best no matter the opponent because he has been doubted at every level because of his size. He said, I don't like when people tell me I can't do something, and I go out there every game looking to prove them wrong. Heart over height is his motto.
He almost had a steal, and instead of Stephen's staff in Boston.
I remember last year saying, during one of the games, you might have been dinner with me, Virginia, when Tatum went really off. I said, I thought for sure he'd be the first player.
And just anything, what time practice is. So this is where we just hang out, laugh, and have fun.
Physical, attack. Go the attack mode now, Sean.
For the lead now for Duke. Duval lays it in. Trent has been the star of the night, along with Carter. For Duke, have the rebound.
You know, you could be a good three-point shooter like the Silver is, but you got to take good shots. Those are not good shots. They're being challenged.
That was a wide-open 3. And Final Four, the Vikings with their quest to host the Super Bowl. The rebound controlled again by Duke.
He was the only person who was in a position to help on the play.
Grayson Allen gives to Bagley around the horn. Corner 3. The ball is good.
And shoot around. Does he like coaching from the sideline or from the baseline? He said the sideline. Vanderbilt's bench is down in the crevices of the baseline area.
Skip pass, Allen. He had a 3, gives it up. Now he drives and kicks it. Look out, they're on fire early.
That ball off the top of the head and getting his team another possession. Well done by number 41 in white.
Bagley out, Carter in. The drive and the kick. Duval, he buries a 3. They are all of these programs that rely, and Duke is certainly now becoming one of them, that rely on these freshmen. It takes a while. Just watch the blueprint of Coach Calipari for years and years.
Yeah, if they can knock down a couple threes and get it to 20, it could give them a little confidence.
I love where you're going. I love.
Come on now.
That's the beauty of LaFonso Ellis.
Come on now.
In a 46-19 game, he sees the.
Well, that would hurt you right there. Deal with.
A junior college guy against a kid that should conceivably still be in high school.
Yes.
Good take and use of the left hand there.
Al Freeman one-on-one with Grayson Allen. And down to the Blue Devils.
NC State playing off Trevon Duval, who got down the floor.
North Carolina State
When they score, now all of a sudden the Wolfpack can put on full court pressure. And this has not been an efficient offensive team, NC State. So they haven't been able to put up much pressure full court.
Duval gets inside and lays it in with the left hand. Freeman guarded by Trent. Trent tips it away. Duke's got the ball and numbers. Duval coast to coast and a chance for three.
That's where very alert. And I like the way he has not been sped up. He's showed a ton of poise when he's caught the ball.
Good battle between your 7 and Bagley inside. Duval gets it to go. Man, he is as tough.
Jay Will, National Player of the Year. Kevin Connors was a point guard at Ithaca College. Seth Greenberg played at Fairleigh Dickinson, where he was fairly medium. 7 has your 10 points and your 7 rebounds. That's excellent.
Baseline jumper too strong. North Carolina State just looking like an entirely different team.
Duke is supposed to be the offensive rebounding team, but right now North Carolina State is getting just about what they want.
Carter back in for Duke. Out to Duval for a three. Oh, what a big go. Leonard Freeman. Still loose. And the Blue Devils have it. And Duval goes the length of the court to bring him.
That was a perfect pass. If that pass isn't on target where it was, Walker's not getting that layup. He put it right where the defender had no chance to get in his path once he caught it.
Duval finger rolled it.
This guy.
Injury played career. Ankle and back injuries last 2 years. Says he feels the best since his freshman year when he was a starter. And he has a purpose. Like when Clark asked him yesterday, what do you got to do? Fight. Duval bumped, counted. Chance at a three-point. But from 3 officials to 2 excellent officials as Duval gets the poke. And a 4-point lead for Florida State. 7 times a Leonard Hamilton Florida State team. That's a big one for Duval. Huge. He had one of the biggest ones in the come-from-behind win over Florida. Now trying to do it against Florida State. Gavin Kelly, knuckler, tap out, into the hands of Trent.
This is where he's really good, though.
Ooh, extremely good. Duval, that's now 5 straight.
That's the best offensive unit Leonard Hamilton has, but he's given up a lot of size to Bagley III and Carter Jr.
Carter fakes. Angola didn't bite. So over to Duval and tight, tough finish. Trevon.com/live will get you there as soon as this one is over. In tight, play on. Walker took the bump. Duval attacks again. And finishes again. Around.
Might be difficult. Well, that's automatic. Coach Simmons talked about today a shoot around. His team having to help one another create open looks. Nice job there, but right back.
Pass to Handler. Dalen Traore. And it's another Evansville turnover. Easy deuce for beyond the arc.
Carter stepping back and Duval. Since he stepped on campus, averaging at least 12 points since his freshman year. And the team's leading scorer at 16 this afternoon. As 11. Here comes Allen with a 3-on-2. 3-pointer. And Carter across the lane. Duval into the lane. His lay-in is good. A quick time.
But then they started to get fatigued in that second half. So would they be able to sustain it? He also said what's interesting is this is the toughest week for his players. The week leading up to exams plus.
Go through contact, find an open shooter. There, O'Connell, the recipient.
Braxton no good on the open 3. Duke has 5 players in double figures in scoring. There's O'Connell. Kicks it back to Duval. Duval. Off balance, off the window, yes sir.
Crash because of the way he landed on the floor so many times going to the rim. When he sees the opening, he's always going to attack it.
Hagedorn now with a pair of three-pointers to keep the Coyotes close. 9-6 Duke. Duval, who we last night saw in the class, led by that man who reclassified over the summer as the #1 overall recruit in the class of 2017. Duval gets the role. He was from the corner for the Coyotes.
You know, and we talk about this Duke offensive attack. You have to take into account of what Michigan State was able to do against North Carolina in the possession arrow going back to the Blue Devils. So great recognition by Coach K there.
You don't win over 1,000 games in your career without winning an argument here and there. Hagedorn blocked by Golden. Duval working off the ball. Fancy to the bucket.
Here right above the court, 31 feet in length, 150% larger than the previous one, and a terrific center for sports media and technology, the Mark Cuban Center for Sports Media and Technology, with all kinds of bells and whistles for young, aspiring broadcasters. Trevon Duval, who has
blocked out, and Morgan took advantage of it. 28 points against Arkansas State.
Marquise Bolden in the game for Duke. Carter's gone to the bench.
Everybody staying home for Indiana.
Duval with a floater off the glass and good.
Well, Robert Johnson so far doing a very nice job on Grayson Allen.
Duval gets into the lane and floats another one. Amazing. Hartman, air ball off the head of Bagley, I think, and then he gathers it in. Duval with the left hand, yes. A wrong move there by Davis. So Indiana, after this game tonight, they're at Michigan on the weekend. Then they host Iowa next week, and then they step back out of conference to play Louisville and Notre Dame. What a rugged part of the schedule right now for the Hoosiers. Tough finish. Who's already got 13 points and 5 rebounds, sits down probably just briefly with the under-8 media timeout coming up soon. Carter is back in. Remember, he's got 2 fouls.
Grayson Allen's got Jalen Hudson on him. What a play by Trevon Duval.
So they get a little bit bigger right now.
I thought Florida was really good when I watched them in tape. I was really impressed when they played their first 2 games here, but they're better than I thought.
Duval double team. 6 to shoot. Allen for 3. Duval there on the weak side.
Programs do that. Well, they bring in different people to help educate their teams on other things and outside of basketball. But Shaka Smart's one of the true gentlemen in the game and a terrific mentor for these young players.
That'll be a goaltend there as Sims got the ball.
Offensive rebound to kick it out and then go around the horn, then drive it. A lot of times you look for that 3, but to be able to drive it and draw the defense. Because once a shot goes up, you're not thinking about playing defense anymore. You're thinking about converting to offense.
Duval banks it home.
About the opportunity when he found out he was going to be, he was interviewing for this job as the head coach at Portland State. When he realized that this was going to be a part of it, obviously something he was excited about.
A 2-2-1 3-quarter court pressure after the foul. He's looking high-low. And Wendell Carter has to duck in there and really want the ball.
Allen lobs it up for Carter. Allen gets it back with 7 to shoot. Good cut by Duval, and he lays it in. Wood in UCLA at 2:28 before this game today. 3 out there for Holland Woods, 6-foot freshman out of Phoenix.
Had to take that over Bagley.
Nobody stops the ball, and now if he is, he's got a lot to cheer about.
Right now, Portland State is doing a really good job of playing with great pace. And Duke has not sped them up or put enough pressure on Portland State to turn them over or make things difficult.
Duval from knocks down a 3, and the lead is back to 4 for the Vikings.
Well, Orm had a layup, and it wound up working out better.
And Duval fouled from.
And he's much more skilled than I think he got credit for coming out of high school. He was the #2 recruit in the country last year, behind Marvin Bagley. The body of a guy who's been playing in the NFL for a number of years.
We saw Theo John of Marquette out of Maui, a freshman. He didn't look like a freshman.
No.
There's a few of them.
He looks like Wendell Carter's big brother.
Yeah. 13-point lead for the Blue Devils after trailing by as many as 8 in the first half. Carter, nice look. Very unselfish play off to Duval. And in the middle of that zone again. Horn keeps it alive, but Carter another rebound.
I think what Marvin Bagley will do when he's old enough to vote.
Duval with a left hand. He's
find the iron there. Here's Bagley into the front court. It's just 2 of 6 tonight from 3. They averaged 10 a ball game through their first 3 wins. Duval launches and hits. That's his first. Forced up, blocked for Sandifer, and another one got sent back. 5 blocks. Duval at the other end, the scoop and score. Second. Torrey Mayo with 7 now. Duval the other way. Fights through.
Instead of in the middle of it.
A turnover, numbers for Duke. Duval will finish. Go into a drought and then go on a run.
Somebody's got to get into that middle. This has been an active zone.
Steal by Duval, and he's off to the races.
Tom Izzo, same game. He's ridiculous. And he doesn't even shoot it yet. And I think he's going to shoot it much better. Nick Ward always trying to get back to that left hand, the right shoulder.
Duval passed up the shot for the layup. We got ourselves a game.
Ball needs to go inside the Wendell Carter. Let him touch it.
Duval threads the needle and runs it in with the left hand. What? Right back in. 1-point game. Duke looking to retake the lead. We just passed the midway point of the second half. With Kentucky and Kansas still to come. Duke back on top. Duval again. Rebound of the night for Miles Bridges. He's got 9 points as well on 3 threes as he turns it over for the 4th time tonight. And Duval with a head of steam.
Another turnover for a touchdown.
17 now for Bridges. 5 threes in the game.
Right now it's about getting stops and getting big defensive rebounds.
Handoff Duval. There's he a nice finisher around the rim.
As well.
Well, we always talk about the toughest transition, at least I have seen, from high school to college, is those big guys.
The throwdown from Duval.
Really stood them up. I mean, they were playing downhill, aggressive against Duke's man. And his zone has really stood them up.
Duval gets it to his right hand, and he'll have a
last 2 nights for Utah Valley.
4 for 15 from distance for the Wolverines. A turnover. Grayson looking for Duval, who lays it in. Leans into one and hits that jump shot. 67-46.
Well, nice job playing inside out there. I mean, that middle is the vulnerability of that 2-3 zone, especially with the big guy right in front of the rim. Good inside out play to get a bucket.
Bagley draws the quick double. Duval, the two-handed slam. He's got a double-double here tonight in Cameron Indoor. Duval sets the Blue Devil offense. Duke leading by 20. Steps back into a jump shot. Trevon Duval
has his feet set, knocks it down from the perimeter.
10.5 to go. Blue Devils leading by 22 here in game number 2. Duval into the lane. Righty finish is good. And Duke has stretched the lead to 84-58. Randolph trying to answer. It's off the heel. And this is where Duke has been dynamite tonight. Duval the finish in transition. Throws that one toward the rim. Eberhardt the other way. Duval does well to get a hand on that one. Trevon Duval leading the break. Into the paint, the righty finish. Great. Duval in transition. Kicks it out. Allen looking for 3, number 6. Not going to happen that time. Bagley, though, keeps it alive on the tip. Duval into the paint, and the righty finish.
To improve on paint, you have 2 big guys in there. So you got to pick their spots.
Gets his hand in the passing lane. Trevon Duval with the flush.
He's a good player. He really is. He's going to be one of the better interior players in the CAA. He's physical. He's strong. Can put it on the floor. Has faced up tonight. I like his game a lot.
7 points and a couple of rebounds for Dawkins.
I mean, when